All right, Clickstar Marketing, excuse me, he's up. He says, hey guys, I'm working towards adding SERP space to our list of production centers for your Drive Stack service. However, I'm still not fully understanding the Twitter aspect. If I purchase the Twitter add-on, does this simply require a Twitter feed, or do I have to already have a syndication network set up? If so, does it have to be an IFTTT? Okay, I'm just going to let Marco, can you answer this one, because I'm not much of a Twitter syndication user?
Okay, what we do is we set up an actual IFTTT syndication network for the Twitter account, for the main Twitter account. We will not touch the main Twitter account because we don't want to be, as you know, that close to T1 and have anything happen. We know that Twitter will shut down, right, if they suspect you of automating or whatever. So what we do is we tell you to go and make your main Twitter account the trigger of the secondary Twitter account, along with other related tweets, so that everything is relevant. You get tweets from Moz, from SEM, from whoever you can that's related in your niche. If you're in SEO, right? If you're in local, you would want This Old House, and you would want Bob Vila and those guys. Anything having to do with construction. You might want to go to a university and go to their architecture, whatever that college is, right? And pull. They'll sometimes have a really good feed. Now, all of those together will blend in with the feed that you're throwing out there into the secondary account, and they will all embed, right? It will all be embeds of that main Twitter account plus all of the relevance. Now, people just don't realize the power of Twitter for SEO. I don't care about them saying Twitter is dying, it hasn't made money, it's this, it's that. I don't give a shit. I'm using it for SEO, so it makes me money. And that's what it's all about. So that's what you get if you order it. No, if you already have an IFTTT network, that's your T1. You don't want to touch that. We will build a secondary IFTTT network. Did that make sense at all?
Yeah, it's another syndication network that will syndicate specifically just tweets, and that's the point I want to get across, Clickstar, is that yeah, it's a secondary network, and it doesn't have to do with your primary or your tier 1 network, your branded network. Okay. So thanks, Marco.
Can I add one thing there, Bradley?
I'm sorry. Yeah, please.
Because I've been getting several questions around just syndication networks, and it kind of blends in with this Twitter.
Okay.
The secondary networks need to be made to look natural. So if you guys are making secondary networks, try to look at it as if it has nothing to do with your money site, and see if it makes sense for what you're trying to target it for. Because if you have a secondary network, just because we call it secondary, it can't be only tweeting out stuff about your money site. Just like Marco was saying, it needs to tweet out other stuff from other areas. And I think people are getting confused on that, because I've got a bunch of questions here recently about it. So
very good.
I want to throw that in there. If you look at it and it doesn't look natural, like it's its own Twitter account, and it looks spammy to you that's making it, as if, oh, well, it's only tweeting this one company stuff, it's going to look spammy to anybody else that looks at it. So think of it from that perspective.
That's a good point. Thanks, Rob.